Hello and welcome back to Project E46. Now, it's been a couple of weeks, I know that. I've taken a few weeks off, and as you can see, still quite a lot of mess going on in here. We've still got all the interior in here that I still need to sort through and go out. Now, there are a few reasons for the break, and this video is more of an update of what's going on. I'm not necessarily going to be doing anything to the car today, just thought I'd get that out there now. But I thought I'd cover what's been going on while I've taken 2 weeks off, what the plan is for the future, and yeah, just sort of keep everyone in the loop on what's going on. Now, the reason for the break is just out here. Now, you, along with the majority of my friends and family, are probably thinking, not another one, but I assure you this isn't another project car. This isn't going to be sinking more money. The reason I have bought this is so I can take the E46 off the road and work on it without any of the time pressure. This is because what I was finding is where I've been trying to rapidly do a lot of these videos and do stuff weekend, like in and out. We'd do stuff on the Saturday, be trying to finish it off on the Sunday, and in the back of my mind constantly I've just got this voice that's going, car needs to be ready for Monday morning because you need to get to work. And this wasn't a very nice experience, I can't lie. So what this is going to allow me to do is take the E46 off the road. We're probably just going to bring it out here where the 1 Series is, and I can just start stripping it down, and we can do stuff in our own time without any time pressure whatsoever, allowing us to be more thorough, not worrying about if there's snap bolts, or like when we did the brakes, for example, and that had to be ready. So it will just give me that freedom and alleviate some of the pressure, and hopefully make this experience a bit more enjoyable. So this is the brake. This is explaining the brake. I've been trying to sort out the interior, sorting out this as well. So I'm very happy with this new daily car. I won't go too much into it because it's not what this channel is about. But yeah, thought I'd explain the brake. And then the other part of this video is I've sort of found myself so before the break, I'd be there on the Monday or the Wednesday of that week being like, oh, what should I do this weekend? I need to make a video. I need to get a video out there. Don't know what to do. And I just sort of think of something, and then I'd be like, yep, let's do that. That's not too expensive. You know, it's like with the interior. I was like, yep, I didn't really have any ideas. So it was more of a, yep, let's get the back seats out, and that's some sort of progress. But I think to sort of streamline the process, and you know, we can maximize time and money and effort for all of this. I've been designing a little roadmap for what I want to do, sort of a rough timeline in the order of what I'd want to do, and also I decided to do a little cost breakdown. So I'm going to head inside. I'll take you up to my room, up to my computer, and I'll walk you through the little cost analysis and the timeline that we've got going on. So got the Excel spreadsheet up. So what I'll do is I'll do some screen recording, and then I can show you exactly what I'm on about. And also we're going to go through, I don't know how well you can see this, but we're going to go through and just have a look at some of the products, suspension, brakes, whatever, that I'm thinking of buying. So yeah, I'll get you over here. I've got how much I've spent on the car already. So we've got the car obviously cost me 350. We've got the engine down here that was 900, and all the little bits in between, and that's come to just under £1,700, which I hadn't worked out until doing this, and is quite a lot less than I thought I had spent on it. So that's always positive. And I've just started going over here the stuff on suspension, minus those because that's to do with brakes, but stuff like, you know, the lower arms, the roll bars, the roll bar links. This is a set of AP coilovers, and I thought we could go through and have a look at stuff like, you know, brakes. I think I'm probably just going to end up getting some EBCs, discs and pads for them, buckets. I already know the buckets I want, along with the harnesses. And then also things like maybe going to get the rust looked at, and then other things like, we're going to need track spec tyres, so probably end up getting some semi slicks. And I need to find a suitable cage, because a lot of the cages out there that are FIA approved or Motorsport UK approved are upwards of about 1,500 quid, which I can't quite justify spending that much on. And I know everybody says that you're paying for your safety and all of that, but that is a lot of money, and I don't think it necessarily needs to be FIA approved just yet. So yeah, I was going to carry on looking at some parts, and then I can come back and go from there. So done a little bit more looking, and I think I've decided on these OMP ones for our harnesses. As you can see, they're 207 each. So I'll just put that in there. And then I've had my eye on these for a long time now. This was like, as soon as I knew I wanted to turn this into a track car, these were always going to be the center point of it. Pure fiberglass seats with all of these foam inserts, like just velcroed on, so you can change them depending on the body type and what's comfortable and what's not. It's got all of the spaces, as you can see down here and up here, for the 6-point harnesses. So we'll get two coming in from here, one either side, and then two from the bottom. And they only weigh 6.5 kg each, which is just insane to think that it's an entire seat and it's only weighing that little. And yeah, so they're just under 440 each. So I think what I'll probably end up doing is just starting with one for the driver's seat, and then I'll move on and eventually get one for a passenger. And then just over here as well, I was just having a quick look at EBC stuff. So I'll probably end up going for EBC discs and pads. And we know that obviously the fronts are M3 size, and the rears I will probably end up upgrading the calipers as well, because as far as I'm aware, they're still just the standard rear calipers. So we're going to upgrade those. And yeah, just these aren't much of a priority. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you these. And then on a cage, ideally, I think I want something like this, where this is for the saloon model, but is it going to load? We'll go back, try a different one. I go two-door coupe, but it's not loading really. But yeah, so we'll just try and I just zoom in. So just bolt it in here. Obviously, you've got the doors here, so we'll climb over. These are removable, but I think I'll leave them in. And then I'll also end up getting a brace bar. So I might have to make my own, but it'll go from this point here to this point over here. And then we need somewhere to tie down the harnesses as well in the back. But as you can see, that is, yeah, quite expensive. So pretty much, I mean, it's way almost as much as I've put into the car at the moment. Yeah, removable door bars, comes powder coated, so we could make it any color we want. But yeah, as far as sort of looking roughly at stuff, this is where we're at. And the suspension stuff doesn't really, not too fast. I'll show you the coilovers that I was looking at. So it's just these. Oh, that's compact only. Well, it won't be these ones then. But something like these, I'll probably end up going for AP Racing. I've used them before, and they're pretty good. All we're really looking for is I just need something that I'm going to be able to dial in and adjust relatively easy. That's why we're gonna get some adjustable rear camber arms and drop link sway bars and everything's probably end up being adjustable. And then we're gonna do bushings as well. Um, but yeah, it's definitely all starting to add up. And I'm sure we're nowhere near the final figure yet. We've not even thought, that's just the cost of the engine. I still need to do the cams, have a look at the pistons and the valves, see if anything needs replacing, the water pump, the radiator, all of that stuff. But as far as the roadmap goes, I'll come back on camera and we can talk about that. So now we've been through some of that stuff and got a rough idea of the cost. Um, I think the plans at the moment, as you're aware, it's going to be off the road for a while now. So I think what I'm probably going to end up doing is we're going to carry on stripping the car inside and out, so we can properly assess what needs replacing and what doesn't need replacing. We can do priority from there. Have a look at the brake system. Have a look at all of the suspension bits. Anything on the interior that um, might need swapping out. Um, but yeah, that's where we're going to go from here. As I said, we're not doing anything this weekend. I was more focused on all of this. Um, but yeah, just thought I'd get a video out there, explain what's going on, and hopefully we're all a bit more clear on what's going on, and it's going to make the rest of this a more streamlined, enjoyable process. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week for more regular uploads.